Yo, what's going on guys, it's Russ. In this video I actually want to go over these company man artifacts. Now I just want to say really quick, the support of my channel recently has been insane, so thank you all so much for that. And if you are new here and keep coming back around and want to see more, consider subscribing. I'm on the road to 10,000 subs and I would love to have you on the journey. I truly appreciate it. So the company man artifact is actually very unique in a couple different ways. It's one artifact, but it's also a lot of artifacts as well. What I mean by that, you can get this artifact but with different prefixes in front of it, and all the prefixes are based all around the manufacturer types. As you see right here, we have Jacobs, which is probably going to be the most sought after, but you can get them for every single one. As you see, I have COV right here and I have a Hyperion one right here as well. So what these are going to do, we're actually going to buff your stats in that manufacturer's category. So as you see with the Jacobs company man, we get more Jacobs fire rate, more Jacobs damage, and more Jacobs reload speed. All those are very good, and you also are going to get additional bonuses like any artifact would also give you. So as you see on this one, I have 39% night chance and 39% corrosive resistance. Not the best rolls for this one specifically, but over here you have like crowd damage, shock resistance, and max health. So you can just get pretty much the normal stuff on these artifacts. Now it does also have a second trait where 50% of the cash you pick up is invested in the company's stock. Cash outs occur after every 10th kill. Unclaimed stock is lost on the map, transition, or unequipped. Now this is on every single one. It doesn't matter what company you get. It's essentially just a funny little buff you get. You can get some extra cash, but that is obviously not the main appeal of what the artifact is going for. So if I actually just take a look real quick at how this is going to work, as you see, I have nothing on except the weapons. I have no skills or action skills, and I have my guardian rank turned off. So you can just see the base weapon on what it's doing, the fire rate, the reload speed, and the damage. As you see, it's doing 10k damage, and if you look, I'm spamming the mouse as fast as I possibly can, and that is the fire rate, and then that's the reload speed. So now if I actually equip that Jacobs artifact on again, as you see, we're getting 40% more fire rate, 50% more damage, and 30% reload speed. So pretty good. So now if we take a look at the damage, it's at 15k, and if I spam it as fast as possible, you can noticeably see the fire rate difference. Obviously it's the Unforgiven, so it's not going to shoot that fast, and the reload speed was also a lot faster. So there's a lot of ways this can be very valuable. So obviously with Jacobs company man, a lot of people love Jacobs weapons, and if you don't really have an artifact that's working with your build, you can simply just equip this and get very good bonuses on your Jacobs weapons. A thing that's really good for class mods, if you actually take a look at something like this is a literal god roll one. So this gave you weapon damage, assault rifle damage, and dog critical hit damage. A lot of people want to go for these manufacturer specific buffs like that dog weapon critical hit damage, but these only come with class mods and not artifacts. But now your artifact can have them as their main stat on top of also having a class mod that will also give it to you. So if you want to go for a pure Jacobs build, you can get Jacobs critical damage, weapon damage, stuff like that on a class mod, then have a Jacobs company man as well, and that will also give you more benefits for Jacobs weapons, and you can just have an insane amount of damage and fire rate and stuff coming from Jacobs. And you can obviously do this with others as well. This is just demonstrating it on Jacobs, but like I said, this is for every single manufacturer. And if you actually take a look, these stats on the artifact you get are not permanent, I guess, so to speak. If we take a look at the COV one right here, this one has repair time, damage, and fire rate. That's obviously going to work well for COV weapons, but if you take a look at this one, this is also COV, but this has damage, critical hit damage, and accuracy. So pretty much every single stat that are on a weapon can come on these. This is not a set roll. It's not always going to be repair time, damage, fire rate. It can also be literally anything, just three combined together, plus the additional benefits. Now, do I think this is going to be better than something just like running a Pearl to give you this huge damage bonus? In some scenarios, I honestly would say yes, because the damage you get from the Pearl is obviously very good, but if you're running a single target weapon, kind of like this, you're not going to really get the benefits of the Pearl that much. Obviously, you can make it work in some builds, but if you're running this, you're getting a pretty solid damage buff on top of the other benefits that can also help your damage out a lot. Like if you have more fire rate on a weapon, you're obviously going to have more DPS because the gun is just shooting more, and if you get a reload speed, you can reload it faster to keep the DPS up. So I honestly would make an argument, if you are running a lot of a certain company of weapons, this might be better than some of the artifacts that you already have, especially if you get good rolls on it, pair it with your class mod. And another really cool aspect of this is if you do play a specific manufacturer playthrough, getting one of these is going to make your build an insane amount. So if you are running a Hyperion focused playthrough, if you get this, obviously all your Hyperion weapons are going to be a lot better, and it's very cool. And even on things like my certain builds, Hyperion Katamara, running this with my class mod that has all the Hyperion buffs on it, with this right here, is going to make my Hyperion SMGs even better. So I definitely would recommend farming for some of these, especially for the manufacturers you like the most. Like I said, Jacobs is probably going to be #1 for most people, but be sure to try to get a good roll on it for what you want to go for. And also be sure to look at all the additional stat rolls as well, because you can get some good stuff on those too. I did get mine from the raid boss. I'm almost certain this is the only place they can drop from, but who knows? A lot of the other loot in this DLC is dropping from other sources, so you probably can't get this in other places. But I've gotten all of these right here from the raid boss, farming it over and over again. But yeah, that's going to do all for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.